Hi, my name is T-Bone. I am a Spyro Reignited Trilogy speedrunner. Today I'd like to show you some fun tricks in the remastered Spyro game. While we do utilize many of these things I will show you in speedruns, you do not need to be a speedrunner to be able to do these things. This video will be helpful for you even if you're not speedrunning. I'm going to show you a number of tricks and things in Spyro. This list isn't going to be exhaustive by any means. I'm trying to pick things that are very important for both speedrunners and things that are easy to pick up in a casual gaming setting. So none of these tricks are difficult. They may just take a little bit of practice. So let's go. Alright, so if you need to jump to any part of the video to get a particular trick or a level, I have links in the description below. But otherwise, hey, welcome to Glimmer. This is the first homeworld in Summer Forest and the first level in a new game of Spyro 2. I'm going to show you the most common tricks and spots you can utilize them in this level. First, sometimes you can just stand on things you're not supposed to stand on. Like this rocky outcropping. Get up here. Yep, there we go. Nice. Or even that large gemstone over there. More on that in a moment. Let's go take a walk over to it. You know what? Hey, there's money bags.
Again, eh? And with plenty...
Moneybags wants me to pay 100 gems to open up this bridge, and while I can afford that, I'm going to show you that Moneybags is a crook.
You'll have to
we'll find another way across this bridge, so maybe we can just run across and jump like that. Looks doable, right? I'm going to jump, come across. Alright, that didn't work. That's fine. I have another way we can get up there. Because, in this level, they provide you a flight power-up. Now, unfortunately, it's on top of that ladder, and the way that Spyro 2 was designed... It was designed with backtracking in mind, so in this level, in many levels, we'll see spots where they intended you to come back later once you had the proper power-up. So you can get the climbing power-up later in the game, but I'm going to show you that we don't need to do that. I'm going to introduce to you the foundational trick in this game, and that's called the perfect hover. So I'm going to show it to you first, and then I'm going to explain it, getting up in this gemstone. As you can see, normally, I cannot jump on top of this gemstone. It looks like maybe we'll make it, but nope. The hitbox on these things, and the hitbox is, with the collision with Spyro and the object, is just rounded off, and I'm sliding off of it. And I just can't get up there. But with the perfect hover technique, we can get a little bit more height. So I'm going to show you first and demonstrate it, and then I will go over it. You can see I have a controller overlay in the right-hand side of the screen. So as I move the controller, if you need to watch that to what I'm doing to get up here. Alright, so I'm going to come here to the edge of this grass. I think that's like a nice marker for me. I'm going to hop up, right up top here. Nice, right? So let me show you again. If you watch the controller, there are two things I'm doing, really. Kind of a third thing I'm doing, but two things. I'm going to jump, and I want to get to the top of my height, my jump. So, I can do a little jump like that, or I can hold in the button like that. And the second thing I want to do is do a glide. So, again, I want to glide at the top of my jump. I could glide from down here. I don't get very high. I can also, be very late and glide from down here. I want to glide from the top of my jump, and that'll give me the most height to get up there. But even then, that's still not enough height to get up there. I just crash into the wall. The third piece of movement tech is the hover. When Spyro glides, he can hover at the end. I'll pick up that gem there too. So I can glide, do a little hover, and you can see that it gives Spyro a little bit of upward momentum. So when the game teaches you how to glide, it tries to give you a ledge that, if you jump and do this, you'll just barely make it. So like I made it right there, and then I fell off. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to stand at the edge of the grass again. The reason I'm doing that, and especially as a beginner, finding a spot that works for you to do perfect hovers is very important. Eventually it'll become second nature, but when I first started learning, I tried to find the spot to make it work. Jumping from back here, trying from right here, and I found, and I still do it, is like the edge of the grass works for me around this gemstone. So again, I'm going to jump up to the top of my height, do a little glide, push up, didn't quite get there, that's okay. Pop up, and boom. Alright, because I'm using the analog stick, that's weird. So one more time, and I'm going to use so I'm more comfortable with the directional pads usually. So I'm going to jump up, glide, and hop up there. You'll notice that I do a little wiggle to the left, and the reason I do that is because you can press the hover button too soon. So if I glide and hit the triangle button, I'm going to immediately fall out of the sky. So that little jiggle I do for Spyro here, that's to give myself, and even though I didn't get up there, that's fine. That's just to give myself enough time to not do one of these. To not do one of those. So again, I'm going to jump up, and it just makes myself more comfortable. So the second part of this perfect hover is that we need to get up there. This is a little bit tighter. It requires a more of a running start. So one of the things I didn't say down here is you don't want to be walking forward because you're just going to bump into this. So a lot of our perfect hovers, we're actually going to stand stationary, come in, come up, hover up to it. This one, we do need to cover the distance of the gap a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk forward and jump. So just to come, a little bit closer than I could normally. So this is another chance again to see the perfect hover in action. Come on up here. So I'm going to come to the edge of the gem as much as I can. You can see Spyro kind of standing off the edge of the hitbox. So I'm going to show you the second part of the perfect hover right here. What I'm going to happen is I'm going to hold up on the D-pad, or you can do it on the analog stick, do a jump, get to the jump at the top of my height, do a glide at the top of my height, and then do a hover to get up to the ledge up there. If I do it right, I will be standing up on the ledge, and we can go on to the next part of this. So I'm going to jump forward, glide, hover up, we're right up here. That's nice. You can see I didn't need to climb the ladder, and that's where we are at. So I'm going to show it to you one more time here. If I was speed running, I would try to do this really fast, but since we're doing this for demonstration purposes, I just want to get up there. So walking off the ledge, done a quick hover, right up here. Let's see, we got up. I wanted to show you one more way we can get across this bridge, in case for some reason you feel like, you know what, I don't want to fly. Like, that takes too long. There is one more way we can get across this bridge, and that is via these torches. These torches have a flat surface. The flames aren't anything. If I jump up here, you can kind of see it. The flames aren't anything. I can put Spyro's face through the flames a little bit. We can, in fact, stand upon there to get across here. And that is, again, utilizing the perfect hover trick that I showed you just over there. So, again, for me, it's about finding the right spot, and I find that standing about here is best for me. This is a more difficult one to do than the gem. But it is possible, so let me go ahead and show you how we get up there. Alright, so I got up there. You may notice the edit has to be, because it took me a couple tries for real off the video. But you can see I'm standing on the torch, kind of. The flame doesn't hurt me at all. With that, all I have to do is just another jump. Gives me enough height. Hover up. I've made it. Alright, welcome to Idle Springs. This is a very short level in our video, just because there's not a lot to do in terms of tricks, but I am going to use this waterfall here and this ledge to demonstrate one of the principles in Spyro, and that is Coyote time. So I kind of showed it to you a little bit on the gem in Glimmer, that Spyro can stand off of ledges. So I can come to the edge of the ledge here. He can kind of get off the edge. It's not really great here. But one thing that Spyro can do, and it's going to be difficult to demonstrate, is that Spyro can run off of ledges and still be on the same level. So if I go to here, right off this ledge, I'm going to come right across here. Little charge, you can see that Spyro is still, airborne for like a split more second. And this is what's called Coyote time, if you remember Wile E. Coyote. Because of that, I can get a little more of a jump that way. So if I am just on the edge of the ledge here, oops, and I jump, I can get to about here. But with a little bit of charging, I can wait a little bit. I could have fallen off the ledge if I didn't stop myself. What that means is it allows us to get to parts of the level that sometimes you're not meant to get to. So that waterfall empties out from towards the end of the level. So you're meant to come through the level and then go up some stairs behind the exit portal to get to the top of that waterfall, just to see what's up there. What we can do from here is I can use a little Coyote time charging to jump off the edge of the ledge, jump very late, a little hover, and get to the top of the waterfall here. One more little thing, this is really helpful for your casual playthrough. You may have noticed in the beginning of the level there's a little strong chest down there. And so if you get to this point in the level where this is rocket, you're climbing across the treetops, you're reversing the level, it's a long way up here. So if I flame that rocket and let it go and break its thing, what you're supposed to do next, casually, is run across and glide to that platform where those gems are. But let's say something happens and you miss it. I can't jump from the water. But rather than, we don't have to run around the whole level. You can just utilize the perfect hover right here. Little glide, little flat, to come on up and collect these gems. Just in case you didn't want to run all the way around the level again to get to here. Alright, welcome to Colossus. Let's show you something. So this is another level where we can utilize the perfect hover to break sequence a little bit. To normally get through this section, you're supposed to talk to this guy. He raises this platform, then you run through a temple, and then get to the end. Here, I am going to utilize a statue, in fact, to get to the end early. So this is what I normally do. I find the divots here on the geometry of the snow, find my spot, like I said, with the perfect hover. I'm going to jump, glide, and hover up to the top of his head. You can see I'm not really standing on anything, and also the hockey stick is fake, and I could go right through it. There's a bit of a hitbox up here. It's kind of on the tail of his head, or his ponytail, rather, to the top of his head. And from there, I can go ahead and pop up over here. I have one of two choices now. We can jump up in here and jump up there, or I can come over here on this pillar and then jump across here. And that gets you to this part of the level, which you're not supposed to get to until later in the level. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to show you a sequence break to get over to that ledge, which is right next to the end of the level. So normally in the casual playthrough, you're going to run through this temple here, kind of go through a gauntlet of platforming. It's not difficult platform, this is like the third level of the game, but you'll come out at the other side of the temple, and then you'll be able to go to the end of the level. Instead, we're going to use our techniques that we've learned in the last two levels, perfect hover and our Coyote time jumps, to get across. So the first thing I'll do is I'll line myself at the edge of the ledge. I'm going to hold up on the D-pad while I jump to get a little more distance, glide, and hover to get up on the ledge with the strongbox. Can't break the strongbox yet, that's okay. Next thing I'm going to do is charge off this platform in order to get to the ledge over there. So using the Coyote time jump, I'm going to be off the edge of the ledge. I'm going to jump while charging, and I'm going to hover at the end to get across like so. Alright, go. Little sequence break here, but you know, in speedrunning we don't like to talk to NPCs as much as possible. So what he would normally do is tell you, hey, you got to fight the Yeti, blah 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 blah. But if I just go behind his back, go ahead and fight the Yeti right now. And spoilers for the game, right here. Fighting the Yeti. Yeti has been fought. I'm going to show you one last thing. We saw this rocket in the last level in Idle Springs. You can actually ride these rockets, so I'm going to flame it. I'm going to stand on it afterwards. Ah, that's funny, right? I'll see you in the next level. Hey, welcome to Hurricos. Name of this level are these electric gates, but you know, those are kind of annoying, so I'm going to show you a number of ways that we can get around it and through the entire level. So first up, right over here, again, we can utilize the perfect hover. You can see the ledge. It's just a little angled down. So I jump up, glide, hover up, get right on up here. I can do the same thing to get over there, but I'm not going to yet because I want to show you the next spot where you can do this. We can also use these windmill things with the perfect hover to get to the parts of the level we're not really supposed to be at. So I'll jump up, hover up, land on it real quick, jump up to here, and that allows me to cross this gap to this portion of the level. Next thing I'm going to show you is how I'm going to get on top of the level. So I'm going to utilize the perfect hover again to get on top of this windmill. Just got to wait for the cycles to be where I want them to be. Going to pop up here, jump up, get to the edge here. It's going to push me out. That's okay. Ride it back in, and jump up to the top of the level. Now, we got to be careful here because the entire thing is not solid, and I can easily fall through if I'm not careful. So I came down here and grabbed that orb. Remember I said we don't need to get this barrier, so you're supposed to collect light bulbs to like break down these barriers. But here in this last one, you can just manipulate the camera a little bit with the right stick. You can see here. All I did is manipulate it, and I can walk right through it. Right, just like that. It also works in reverse, too. You may have to brute force your way through it, occasionally. But yeah. So once again, I'm going to use the perfect hover, the sequence break. You're supposed to get a supercharged power-up, run all the way over here and break through these fans. But instead, if I use the windmill here, land on here, glide up, land on here, glide up one more time, I can get up to here earlier than needed. Final thing we can do this level is we can break this orb challenge. So right here, there are these lightning thieves. Or what are they? Gear grinders, I think they're called. And they're stealing these lightning orbs. And if you'll see, I'll put an orb here and throw it there. He's going to come by and take it and drop it because he's a dick. And if I were to kill him, another would spawn in his place, up to 10. Instead, I'm going to sequence break the entire challenge by going out of bounds. So it is a tough trick, so bear with me. So I'm going to sequence break this orb. I'm going to use this power pylon here to get on this tiny little ledge. Perfect hover. to get enough height to glide over here and land on this power pylon. From there, I'm going to hover over to this power pylon. Finally, I'm going to come up here to this power pylon. I'm going to do a little jumping. There is an invisible wall. You just have to kind of dodge to get up here. At this point, you know, invisible wall. Get around it. After that, you can start flaming. You'll see. These are where those lightning thieves, gear grinders are stored. Then you can just come down here. Back to the main part of the level. Flame guy number 9. Flame guy number 10. And we have completed the orb challenge after we replace all of the lightning thieves. Lightning orbs. Nice thing to do if you want to just not play this minigame. Alright, welcome to Sunny Beach. It's the 5th level in the Summer Forest homeworld. We're going to, of course, use perfect cover to do some sequence breaking, but I'm also going to introduce a new trick to you called a proxy in a moment. So let's go ahead. We're going to utilize this turtle to sequence break the first part of the level. So you're supposed to escort those baby turtles throughout the level, and you'll use these adult turtles to get them to stand on buttons to open gates and other obstacles so the baby turtles can get through. But I'm a speedrunner, and that's pretty slow. So instead, I'm going to use the height this turtle has given me to get over these gates. So here I can use the left or the right side of the gate to get over it. I'm going to use a perfect hover, jump up, hover up, land on top of the gate. From there, I can get up on that ledge, I can jump into the water however I need to do it. Or we can go to the right to get over the gate. I'm going to hold up to get a little distance, glide, hover up, land on top of the gate. Next, we're going to use this turtle at the beginning of the level to get to the end of the level. This is called a proxy. So normally this turtle's purpose here is for you to come here and jump up this level, this ledge, to collect the gems and stuff, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to force the turtle off this ledge by flaming him a number of times. There's going to be a little bit of animal abuse in this level. I do apologize. Make the turtle come down here, close to the wall. And I'm going to do is stuff Spyro in the middle there, and walk into the wall. And walk into the wall here. And it's going to force Spyro through the wall. So you can see, I'm in this little phantom water zone. The turtle has pushed me through the wall because I was trying to occupy the same space as the turtle. From here, I can hop over, and then through this wall. A little hover here to get to the end of the level. So here we are at the end of the level. The turtle stands on the last button.
Hank.
He thanks me for saving the baby turtles, but as you know, I left the baby turtles at the beginning of the level. So there it is, another ladder. At this point, we still don't have the ladder climb power up, and so this is another chance in level design for them to teach you, hey, you got to come back later for this stuff. The chef up there has 2 orbs, but once again, I'm a speedrunner. I don't see a reason to have to wait, so we can get up there right now. And it's going to involve the turtle I'm standing on, as well as that pipe over there. I'm going to abuse this turtle's immunities frames. When I flame him, you can see he's immune, and I can't flame him again to damage him. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to abuse those by flaming him, jumping, and charging off of him. Now, normally if I'm standing on him and I charge him, he takes a damage, and I just bonk off him. But if I flame him first and then charge, he acts like a normal platform for just a moment. And so I'm going to use a combination of that to go ahead and jump across. So let me show you right now. It's a simple flame with X, with circle on my computer. Jump up, charge off of him, get over there. I'm going to hover up, get on that pipe. You ready? Alright, and I made it to the pipe, and then from there I can do another hover, jump hover type thing to get up to the chef. The chef's none the wiser. I can go ahead and save the turtles in the soup. Finally, I can use a little bit of Coyote time to once again skip some ladders. You can see there's some ladders over there to get those. I think, look, there's a purple, a green, and a red gem. Seems like a waste to come back later for those. So if I get up on this bridge type thing here, charge off, jump, hover at the end, I can get up here without needing a ladder and collect all of these gems. And that is Sunny Beach. Welcome to Aquaria Towers. This is the final level in Summer Forest, hi Crab, and the final level in this video. there is just one thing to show you in this level, but it is, in fact, a huge sequence break and a favorite among the Spyro speedrunning community. So let me go ahead and fill this with water. The whole purpose of this level is you're supposed to go around the level and fill the whole level with water, ultimately, so that you could get up to that ledge and talk to my friend up there who you can't see around the corner. As you can see, I cannot jump up there. I cannot get enough height to get up to her there. There's a seahorse. So we need to get up to him. So normally you're supposed to go around the level, fill up more with the water, so by the time you come back here, this whole area is filled with water. Instead, we're going to utilize an invisible platform to jump to the end of the level. Bear with me, this is a little hard to find, but there is an invisible platform that's kind of like the arch of this platform here. I'm going to jump up and try to find it real quick. You can see I just was kicked off of it a little bit to the right, so it must be over here. And there we go. So you can see I'm standing on basically nothing. And it's just a tiny little platform. But it gives us enough height to do the perfect hover in order to get to that ledge. So I'm going to very carefully push up on the D-pad while I jump, just to get a little bit oriented towards that ledge, do a glide at the top of my glide, at the top of my jump, and then hover up to the ledge. So, boom. From there, I can run right here.
Our world is wet
Our
again.
world is
We
wet
all want
again.
you to have this-
He doesn't know any better, unfortunately. I've doomed the seahorses. And my friends, that is it. If you found this video helpful, if you liked it, I would appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. I will do more in the Spyro series coming forward. This is just the first tips and tricks of what we use in speedrunning you can use in your casual runs. So thank you for joining me. You can catch me live on Twitch at twitch.tv/tbonuslive. And I want to thank the Spyro speedrunning community for all the support they have given me and in teaching me a lot of these things that now I'm imparting to you today. So with that said, my name is T-Bone once again. I am live. That is my name. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.